Hello and welcome everyone. I'm very excited to announce our pre-launch for Compatriot Academy, which means that you'll have early access to join our new educational platform. Previously, as you all know, we were on School, which is an excellent platform, but we now have our own web page, which means we're not at anyone else's whims. We have our own courses that we are hosting. We have our own web page, and I think that you'll see how this is a much better platform for what we're trying to do as an academy, which is build a transformative educational movement that can spread knowledge and awareness of the CTMU to as many people as possible. So I just wanted to show this is that basically, and we can preview this is that we have all this and we have the ability for anyone to enroll. We're going to have over 10 courses available, 9 of which are self-paced, meaning that you can take them at any point. You can go through the lessons and modules at your own pace, and one of which we're going to have, which is a cohort-based course called CTMU, a new kind of reality theory. And in that course, what we're going to do is we're going to have all of these different lessons and modules. We're going to have our twice weekly lessons that supplement the materials and understandings from each week, and we're going to basically move through each of the fundamental concepts of the CTMU as we move through the course. And then we also have courses on the an introduction to Platonism taught by you might know the YouTuber Arval on Twitter. He very kindly worked incredibly hard on producing a 10-part course on basically all of the fundamentals of Platonism. So you can see here we have literally like we have 10 lectures that cover every aspect of Platonic metaphysics and philosophy. From Airval, it's close to 5 hours of course material. I'm very excited about that. We also have from the CTMU teleologic living path, which we're producing right now, which will walk you through the levels of stratified identity, which are included in the CTMU as a path of personal development. So you start with how can you improve yourself, your body, your health, moving into your kind of interpersonal relationships with your families and friends and workers, and how you can get good mental health and spiritual health, and then move that upwards to how can you serve your country, how can you serve your humanity, and how can you ultimately serve God. And this walks you through every path to live a life aligned with the will of God on every level of self-development. We have a career skills path, which I just finished producing, which will basically walks you through the steps of entrepreneurship, of how you can actually start a business based on somewhat the same principles that I used to start Compatriot Academy. Of course, Compatriot Academy is a nonprofit, meaning that all of our revenue is actually not revenue in the business sense, but but all of the excess revenue is accounted as is either reinvested into the organization or is donated to the CTMU movement or the Mega Foundation, which is a charity founded by Christopher and Gina Langen to help support the operations of the CTMU. But the same idea applies as how can you form a business? How can you have an enterprise that helps you provide for yourself and not necessarily be fantastically rich, but basically just be free, have a certain degree of freedom, and be able to to work on your own terms instead of having some sort of employer who can always cut you off, and also be free to pursue these higher ends like spreading the CTMU, like learning these deep matters, because it's hard to do that if you're just like typing spreadsheets all day. You often don't have the time. So we got all of our paths from the previous platform, the classical education path, which basically walks you through the classics of literature. It goes through the classical liberal education, which is like logic, grammar, rhetoric, etc., and gives you a really firm foundation in the canon of Western civilization. So the mathematical metaphysics path is a more advanced path of the CTMU, so that goes really into depth in these later papers about like the how the CTMU treats quantum mechanics and deeper ideas with like syntophionicis and how the metaformal system of how reality is a language, and all of these different things. And the philosophy and theology path, which we're also producing now, will just be a fundamental CTMU ramp up of just redo of all basically the entire history of Western thought in a certain way. And I'm really excited about that because I think that that will provide a ton of value and will allow, and that's like really when we get into the meat of thinking about reality in a new way. Because I think, and Christopher Langan says this in his paper, Meta Religion as the Human Singularity, is that philosophy and theology will be the first subjects to undergo a dramatic transformation based on the CTMU paradigm, a lot quicker than like math or physics, which has a little bit more catching up to do. And then we have philosophy of mathematics, which is a course that I produced, is actually up on my YouTube, but this just goes into, any classical education has to have some sort of mathematics in it. This isn't like calculus or algebra, but it does go into it's more of the theory of mathematics. So it's how do we know what is a number? How do we understand mathematical reality? Is there a transcendent existence to numbers and their relations? Redefining reality is another course based on the CTMU paper, which is all about how science interacts with the CTMU, how the CTMU updates the epistemology, the study of knowledge that is the foundation of all of our of basically all of our scientific thought. And it actually is quite a dramatic change. And so it says, how do we actually approach science on its own terms? How do we understand reality, science, and observation through the perspective of the CTMU? And how does the CTMU provide a better scientific epistemology than the Cartesian dualism, which currently says that there's no reason why theories and universes should be able to make common correspondence? And then another one, which I'm super excited about, is a course called The Alchemical Heart of Science. Let me see if I can find it on here. This is a course produced by this YouTuber called Formscapes, who's I've interviewed him before. He's an amazing YouTuber. He produces these like super long philosophy documentaries basically, and is just one of the greatest thinkers that I've seen like on the internet. And he had produced a basically 4-part 6-hour course on agency, animacy, and awareness and how they fit into a advanced conception of science. So that dovetails really well with this last course, redefining reality. And then of course we have the CTMU course, which will basically take you through everything that you need and to learn the CTMU. This is our like flagship course because it not only has these lectures and quizzes like the other courses, so you can see like here, like I can after I've learned for a week, I have like a vocabulary quiz to check my understanding, and I have like quizzes and assessments throughout, and you'll be working with a cohort of students that basically work together to help use this platform. This is the course that I'm most excited about and I've worked the hardest on, is because it gives you not only the instructional material, but it also helps you it also has tons of written material that can help you. This is a breakdown of the CTMU abstract, just literally going line by line and giving like a paragraph of explanation between, and then after that, it's not like that you have to read that on your own. That will actually be the course material for one of our classes. So we're going to do this. We're going to start this January of next year, and we're looking to get 50 people for that class. And just some background on Compatriot Academy is that we are basically going to take over this. We have this incredible platform that you can now learn from your phone and computer on our own platform. We have courses, as we said, in every single topic that might be of interest. We have a community of for each of these courses, and so you can just like on school where you can type messages, you can ask questions, you can interact with our community. I'm really excited about all of that, and we have you can see you can interact with other students on here. You can do pretty much we have a lot more features on this new platform because that's what our new platform allows, is that we have all of the tools. And I've been saying this for a long time, but it's really true on this new platform, is we have all of the tools that could take you from zero knowledge of anything. Forget the CTMU. You don't have a middle school degree. And you take this course, and I'm hoping that with the discipline and intention, you take all these courses and you really apply yourself. And it does take a certain degree of intelligence and application, but that you could go from 0 to 100 in the CTMU, from not knowing anything at all to basically being fluent in the foundational language of reality and have a global community of people with which to interact. It's incredibly affordable. Like if you look at the courses from these like top institution, it's literally thousands of dollars per credit hour. We have no upcharge, nothing that there would be no way to spend more than the subscription price on here. We don't sell courses individually. We only sell them in a package. And for 33 dollars a month, you gain access to all of our current and future courses, along with live discussions and lectures every week, just like we currently do. And that's pretty much it. And also, all of our revenue, as I said, is going to this is actually not the case here. We're not a registered 501c3 nonprofit. I'm taking a course on accounting right now. It's like the most boring course I've ever taken, but it's going to be very helpful in basically getting this nonprofit status, so that we can show that we're interested in this higher purpose beyond financial success. But nevertheless, even now, all of our revenue is invested into the CTMU movement, invested back into our operations, or donated to the Mega Foundation, which is the CTMU official charity, which supports the vision of advancing human knowledge and development. I don't have any sort of a salary from this. And when you choose to support Compatriot Academy, you are basically supporting the CTMU movement as well. That we're locked in like this with the Mega Foundation. I've seen a lot of especially as we're going into this next year, is that the CTMU is actually getting a lot of hype. I saw the CTMU radio published their interview with Michael Knowles, which now has more than 500,000 views, which is just incredible to see. That so many people are interested in the CTMU. Their channel's grown by like 5 or 10,000 subscribers since that's come out. And I'm working on a content strategy for my own channel, and we want to take that popular interest in the CTMU and channel that into something concrete where people can go and develop themselves and learn about the CTMU together. That's pretty much all I've got. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'd love to hear those voiced.
I mean, this all looks incredible, Tommy. I mean, I'm really grateful that you've taken this all on yourself to organize. I mean, really, like, kudos to you, man. Like, you're 19 years old, and you're doing this stuff.
16.
You're 16? What the hell? I thought you were like going to, oh my God. So like, I was like a complete degenerate at 16. Like, so I don't know. Give yourself a pat on the back. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, man.
14 over here.
Yeah.
How old are
Yeah,
you,
So
thank you.
buddy? What'd you
I'm
say?
14.
You're 14. Well, in 2 years, look what you could
Yeah.
be like. I'm a bit the same, Chris. I was at 16, I was decrepit, and 16 years later, I'm not much better. No, I'm only joking. I'm doing all right now. But one thing I was going to say, Tommy. So, how much is it? Because we're like the OG school legacy. What do you call us? The legacy members. So, how much is it for us? How much do we got to pay?
Yeah, so it's going to be the exact same as it was on school. You just transfer over and I can send it now if you can subscribe through the Compatriot Academy Legacy student membership,
Yeah.
which is $19 a month, just like it was on school. And that will give you access to all of the courses in perpetuity forever.
So are we canceling the school
No, that's the
website
club now.
or
That's the club. That's yeah, a little like a cafe sort of side lounge area now. Isn't that the
Yeah.
case? Yeah.
Yeah, but the school's been converted into our living room. So that will be will be like a free. Don't leave the school community. There it will still be like a we'll use it as a
like a
free.
stepping stone or something?
Yeah, as like a free private community. I have a couple courses that I'm making on there. CTMU for noobs, which is like an even simpler version of the CTMU course on Learn Worlds, and like a basic version also of the teleologic living path. So we're still going to use this. This will be like the free private community for my channel and for the Compatriot Academy community as kind of an intermediate step for if people just want to hang out and talk about the CTMU, make posts. This is like a better version of social media that is like only about the CTMUs. You can just sign up for this. So don't leave. So you can I can change your membership from it's like free now. So you can just sign up for this. But don't leave. Stick around in the CTMU club, but I'll refund like the current payment on the school website. So I can, like you can see here, I can change your membership once you switch over
Oh,
to
that's what it's
be.
called now, the CTMU Club?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Okay, so essentially we stay there, that gets voided, and we transfer primarily to the next one.
so like stick around, but that it'll basically be like a free community.
Awesome.
Yeah, can you see it? Because I signed up to the new website. I just don't know if it worked. Like if there was something weird that happened with my card. Can you see there if I've like registered and paid?
Yeah, so
Is
I'll
that
just go through the way that you can register is if you're in the legacy student membership. There should be the link that I sent. It will
yeah.
be there. You can go to subscribe now, and there should be payment details. If you pressed buy with the subscription fee and filled out like your credit card and stuff, that should all work. If you're someone who was not like a former member um of the Compatriot Academy community, you can do basically the same thing. You could go to our course page, click subscribe now, and there should be similar billing details. I know I originally I changed the website a lot. The originally I had a lot of stuff. You could like buy the courses individually. I had a lot of like unnecessary
Mm.
pages. And I think it was confusing for a lot of people. So now it's basically it's just the bare necessities. Every button leads you to the page where you can see our membership plan. So you can just go to any of the buttons on there if you're new and check out. So that should work basically. But But yeah, so with the link that I sent, you can see this here. If you just click on that, there should be this should take you to the page where you can check out.
Oh, you mean the patio?
What? Yeah, the one I just sent in the chat.
Okay, it's good you cleared that up because when I went through it the other day, I went through all those different pages and I was like, what? Tommy wants me to pay $200 to go through this philosophy, Platonic
Yeah, no,
philosophy course that I'm sure we've already covered like half of it as well. But yeah,
oh
that's
yeah,
awesome, bro.
yeah, don't pay for there shouldn't be an option anymore to pay for the individual courses. The only thing we're selling is the student membership. So if you let me see if I can but yeah, so so you just need to to go through and do that on the new webpage. And I don't think you purchased anything.
Okay, that's strange. I'll fix it when I get home.
No.
I won't be able to be super engaging this meeting, guys, because I'm at work too. So
That's cool. I guess we're just kind of like getting on the same page with everything.
So the difference between the membership and the legacy membership is that it's for the people that already joined and new people, right?
Yeah, it's there's no like difference in the content. It's just for so that we can we're not upcharging our old members.
Okay.
you're in the club, June. You're a legacy boy.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's good business, Tommy. I feel like I'm switching right now.
Yep. That's great, and we'll help out with that.